All right, can everyone see my screen? Okay, all right. So welcome to our second info session in this series for the pre-health conference. This is going to be our 21st annual pre-health conference. And today we're just going to dive more into why you should attend and how you can really make the best out of attending pre-health conference. All right, so first off, some introductions. So my name is Shraddha. I'm a fourth year undergrad at UC Davis, and I'm majoring in neurobiology, physiology, and behavior. It's short for NPB around campus if you're from Davis. And I am one of the co-strategic communications coordinators for conference this year. I'll pass it on to Natalie.
Hi, everyone. My name is Natalie. I am also a fourth year MPB major. As Shraddha was saying, it's a neurobiology, physiology, and behavior major here at UC Davis. And I am also one of the other co-coordinators for the strategic communications team.
Thank you. And my name is Gordon. I am a third year student at UC Davis, also studying neurobiology, physiology, and behavior. Is always a long name, so that's why we just say NPB around these parts. And I'm one of the assistant strategic communications coordinators for the pre-health conference.
And we work alongside with two other teams that are called our programming and logistics teams that are also made up of student coordinators. And then we work with our health professions advising staff at the UC Davis campus. All right, so jumping into what conference looks like. So the pre-health conference is going to be on October 14th this year, which is a Saturday, and it's our second year back in person after the pandemic. So we're super excited. And it is the largest student-run event and conference of its kind in the country. We expect over 2,500 attendees, and it's all student-run, so it's all student volunteers. And it's a great opportunity to explore health fields. We have over 20 plus health fields like optometry, dentistry, medicine, physician's assistant, and kind of like the list goes on. So the conference is broken down into two parts. So we have the pre-health fair where we have over 200 exhibitors, which is a great opportunity to network. And then we have interactive and didactic workshops, which will go more in depth on what those are, but that's going to be the second half of the conference day. So it's just some registered schools that we have. These are some big names. Y'all know them. Y'all recognize them. We have Berkeley Optometry. We have Harvard Public Health, Johns Hopkins, UC Davis School of Medicine, UW, Duke and Stanford School of Medicine. And these are schools that have already confirmed their attendance this year. So you'll be able to talk to their admissions representatives. And in the past, we've had people who've already who are kind of like in the middle of their application process and have come to conference and have talked to those admission reps from these schools and have actually gotten a chance to land an interview just from that one-on-one person interaction.
Thanks for that, Shraddha. So now the main question is what you can do as a pre-health student. And as Shraddha mentioned, there are two parts to this conference where there is the exhibitor fair and the workshops. So basically, the exhibitor fair is the collection of 200 plus exhibitors at the pre-health conference, where you are able to interact with the admissions representatives, and these are these are some of the people that you will be interacting with, and they might be the ones that might read your application. So it's always a very good thing to put your best foot forward, make a great impression. So that's pretty important, and I think that's a really cool part of the conference. Just to a quick reminder, the exhibitor fair is going to be in Hutchison Field, which is a very big green piece of land. That's where the exhibitors will be. And additionally, we also have workshops that are happening from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. There's going to be 3 sessions, so from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. And they're going to be in different classrooms, or I think there's going to be some in the youth center and outside. The locations kind of vary, but you will find the locations of these workshops in the program. Now there are going to be two types of workshops. There's the interactive and the didactic. So the interactive workshops are workshops where you're able to kind of learn a new skill, or you're going to do something like suturing, which I hear is a very popular workshop that a lot of people go to, as well as didactic. Now, the didactic workshop is kind of more like a traditional speaker and an audience. So yeah, and some of these workshops, there's going to be some admission panels. So there could be like a doctor on panel, or there could be like a whole panelist of different healthcare professionals like doctors, optometrists, NPs, nurses. And that's a really good opportunity to get a chance to like learn more about their day-to-day and what they do for their job, as well as being able to ask a panelist of like admissions people. So you can like get to learn more about the application process from the people that are directly involved with it. And here are a list of some sample didactic workshops. I know that for people that are interested in like pre-med, they might want to do like an all about MD, PhD kind of workshop. But there's also some other things that would benefit other people that have other interests other than med. So like optometry, dentistry, public health, some of the others that Shraddha has mentioned. So learning about like PT admissions panels, or like making the most of your clinical experience, and even like patient-focused drug development. So there's a lot of different things that you can learn within these didactic workshops to better make a path for your future career in healthcare. And next, we also have some interactive workshops on the day of conference. Some of these are the confirmed workshops. There's one where it's like building your resume for health professional schools. So it's important to not have, good high stats like standardized test scores and grades, but also learning about what you could do, like experiences that you've had in your undergrad or post-grad that will help highlight what you've done in your pre-health journey, as well as learning about the personal statement, where I know it's very important to write a very good one. So I think that's a very good workshop to help you represent yourself on your application. As well as wilderness medicine. I mean, I've never heard of wilderness medicine before, but that sounds like a pretty interesting workshop to look at. And we also have a student-run clinics fair. This is kind of more specific to UC Davis, where we have undergraduate students working in the different clinics that help with underserved members of the Sacramento community get healthcare, as well as other resources. If you're interested in going to like UC Davis Medical School, this is something that you would want to look into because it's a really good experience to getting to work with underserved populations. And lastly, we also have tackling the medical school interview, which is, as we all know, it's very important to have good interview skills. So that's one of the workshops that we will have. And now that's pretty much it, but we would highly recommend that you register for conference. So you can register as an attendee by visiting the pre-health conference website or clicking the link in our Instagram bio. There should be a link tree, so just click that on the Instagram, and then you should scroll down to find the registration link. And I know that today is October 2nd, so attendee registration closes on October 8th. So you have like 6 days to make a decision. So don't wait last minute for it, right? And this isn't applicable anymore, but group registration closes on September 29th, 2023. And next slide. And if you have any questions, Natalie is here to address that for you. But also, before we get into the questions part, if you're interested in like getting the website, you can use your phone and scan the QR code on the screen so you can get access to our website easily. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you could go to the link tree right here, the link here for more information, as well as sending an email to the pre-health conference at ucdavis.edu, or just sending us a message on the UCD pre-health. We do have a lot of different questions and that we typically get, and we're always checking the DMs. So yeah. Any other questions? I'll open it up to the floor.
Yeah, we can also stop recording now and we can just open up the floor for questions. I know I see a lot in the chat, so I'll go ahead and stop recording. And Natalie will be leading our Q&A session today.
Okay.